Hello Virgo, this is your March overall guidance for the month. We are going to tap into your energy to see what you'll be dealing with in the month of March. We'll also take a look at your love and career energy as well. So this is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. And we'll start by getting a card for your overall energy. Okay, overall energy for the month of March is the Eight of Wands, Virgo. Okay, what about for love? For love, you have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. And what about for career? Ooh, for career, you have the Moon. Okay. So, let's clarify that further. We'll start by clarifying your overall energy, which we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, Virgo. Got the Devil. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. You've got your own card there, Virgo, Hermit in reverse. I kind of feel like you're going to be provoked or triggered in the month of March. There are things that are going to happen, I think, that you will view as being potentially toxic or negative, but you're being asked to think before you act. You're being asked to be patient. So March is going to be a challenge for you in the way of action, because I think, Virgo, that you may have a tendency to act, but you're being asked to consider, to think, or even be patient in these situations that you could be facing in March. Okay, so let's take a look a little more at this overall energy that we have for you in March. Okay, you've got fate, detours, divine intervention. All of these things that are happening that could be considered toxic or negative are meant to be on your path, Virgo. It's a challenge for you because I think ultimately it's asking you to decide the kind of energy that you want to be. I feel like this is all for a purpose, like as it says, because I think you're being asked to consider that you could take a different approach to the way that you handle things. It's like March could be a month where you change the way that you deal with people, you change the way that you interact with people, and how you take the negativity that is put in your way. I feel like this is all about that at this time. So let's take a look at your love energy, Virgo. Love energy. Okay, you got the Magician in reverse. So Virgo, you could be in a connection with someone that you've been with for quite a while. Okay, feel a strong soul connection with this person. I feel like you might have to consider that even if there is a strong soul connection with whoever you're in a connection with, that maybe, just maybe, despite that, there's a need to recognize that there are changes that need to be made. There's something about how there's been an energy of refusing to make changes when maybe changes would actually be good for you in this connection that I'm seeing you're in. Also, another thing is to consider if this is really the direction that you want to take when it comes to your love energy. Is this still what you're really wanting, desiring? Is it still the path that you feel that you want to be taking? I see a sense of feeling like it's one of those energies where you continue to stay with something because it's what you know. It's a comfort zone. But it's like maybe it's time to make changes in that area of your life. Let's see more. What else do we need to know about this? there's something about needing to recognize that, you know, there are things that maybe need to come to light, things that you're not allowing to yourself to see, that's going to actually help you, I don't know, address certain issues, or, you know, it's like a call for you to allow yourself to see the things that you don't want to see at this time. There's something about masculine energy here. You could be the masculine in this connection. Again, it's not about gender, it's about energy. So you could be the masculine. Yeah, there is something about transformation, like I said. Family, home, commitment. There's a need to really look at this and ask yourself if this is where you see yourself going. Do you see yourself having literally a family and a home with this person that you are in a commitment with? Is this the direction you want to go? I feel like this is coming out because you're being asked to reconsider or just reassess, you know, the choice you've made, and if this is what you want for yourself. So an opportunity to actually transform is here. I'm not saying you have to separate from whoever this is, but I think you need to make sure you're aligned with what your goal is and where you want to be going. I feel like you're desiring a family, a home situation. You have to make sure the person you're with is also aligned with that as well. Okay, let's take a look at your career energy. We have the Moon card. Okay, feels like things are unknown at this time. Like you may not be sure where things are headed. There's a potential for endings here. There's a potential for needing to let something end. This is a lot of mental stress that I'm seeing, just because I think you're not sure where things are going for you. You could feel very confused as to what will happen or what's going to happen. I kind of feel like, wow, that's a lot of mental stress. When it comes to your career, I think you need to really think, and I know you're already overthinking, but you need to really think and assess about your current situation. Let's get some clarity with the cards here, because we need to know in what specific aspect this is. There's a lot of mental stress here that I'm seeing. Truth, expression. This harmony triggers in conflict. Epiphany and breakthrough. I'm kind of getting there's a need to consider if the current situation that you have in your career energy, whether that's career, a job, a business, creative pursuit, whether this is still something that you feel is in your best interest. I feel like there's a need to take a chance on something here. I'm not exactly sure what, but there's something about needing to either live your truth, speak your truth, and then take whatever happens from that to realize something. So you know what I'm getting? You could be stuck in a situation that, you know, you don't realize you're stuck. And it's like you can actually pull yourself out of this and discover that there's actually something more for you. This Moon card here is kind of telling me you don't know exactly what's happening here because you're not allowing yourself to see, because maybe you have fears about really looking beyond what you have now. So there's a bit of fear venturing into other things here, but maybe if you allow yourself to really look at your situation and realize that where you are right now is not good for you, you'll have a breakthrough that could lead you to better things, right? That courage speaks out to me when it comes to this. But let's get further guidance for your career. Okay, what is the guidance that Virgo needs for their career? Service. I feel good when I can help others. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I think you're being asked to consider whether You are staying where you are because you feel stuck or you have no choice, and whether the purpose of what you're doing there is serving yourself and other people. And if you're feeling, because there's something about feeling betrayed or feeling used or just feeling deceived, you have to assess whether this is still a healthy environment for you to be in, right? So that's kind of what I have for career. Let's check out your love energy. Okay, love energy for Virgo. What is your guidance in love? Okay, it says, don't be afraid to sing. Okay. You can be your own knight. Let's get one more card. Just because there was so much energy there. And come home to yourself. So remember, when we were talking about the love aspect, it's about something about home, but it's about recognizing where if you are going in an aligned direction with, I think, someone that you've been with for quite some time. So it's kind of saying, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask the questions that you need to ask. And it's also kind of saying that, you know, you're needing to establish something within yourself, to establish something for your future when it comes to love. I feel like it's really focused on family and home. You shouldn't be afraid to express the questions and the thoughts that you have, just so that you know that whoever you're with, you are going down a specific path together because you have the same goal. Okay? Let's take a look at your guidance for overall. What is the guidance for Taurus? I'm sorry, for Virgo. For Virgo. Okay, for Virgo, we have strength, we have love, and freedom. You know what? I feel like, Virgo, the things that are happening to you, you know, that you're being challenged in different ways, in different aspects of your life. But I think really what this is all about is it's asking you to ask yourself if where you are is where you want to be. And also, there's a need for you to think, you know, assess, and then the action, the appropriate action to take will follow. Okay? But what I'm seeing here is that, you know, you should be coming from all this energy of strength, love, and then eventually getting that sense of freedom. But I think you already carry all this energy within you to actually face these things. I feel like, Virgo, and this is going to be specific to certain Virgos that have a tendency to keep how they think and what they feel to themselves rather than expressing it, just for fear of not being aligned with the people around them. When you allow yourself to be true to how you feel and what you think, that is you achieving your freedom, okay? Because you're living your truth. So you shouldn't be afraid, Virgo, to say what you want to say and do what you think is going to be the best thing to do for yourself. So I think March is really a time, and I think that's what the transformation is, to kind of change your perspective or change the way that you view things, just so that you can actually speak your truth and live your truth. Okay, so that's what we have for Virgo, and I will see you, Virgos, in April.